What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? This is Ref from Refside Gaming, guys, and I'm back with another video. All right, guys, I need you to do me a favor and go ahead and smash up the likes. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free, and don't forget to click that bell so that you can get a notification each and every time I upload a new video. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure you go back and watch the previous episodes of any of my live streams and or team builder dynasties that are on the channel. All right, guys, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Did you know that you can help support the channel? Well, you can do so by donating to $Refside Gaming at Cash App. Again, you can help support the channel by donating to $Refside Gaming at Cash App. All right, guys, let's get into it. Okay, so what I decided to do, guys, I decided to redo the JMU custom setting sliders dynasty. Mainly because, guys, I'm sitting up here beating up on the Sun Belt, and it didn't look like they were posing much of a challenge, and I thought I was going to go undefeated throughout the whole season. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's our schedule so far, and you see our overall rating, 75 overall, 76 offense, 74 defense. Look at the scores. I was able to beat West Virginia 49-35, Southern Miss 52-45, Virginia Tech 31-24. Just beat up on Georgia Southern 48-21. Now, Georgia State was 66 overall. I think I was going to blow them out. Louisiana 71 overall. I was going to blow them out. Old Dominion 67 overall. I was going to blow them out. Arkansas State was 74 overall. It may have been a good challenge, etc., etc., right? So, but have no fear, guys. I went through and I redid it. So let me show you our sliders again. So we are on Heisman level. Coach Finery is on. Coach XP setting is on the slowest level. That's to ensure your coach would not go on some astronomical upgrade so fast, right? There's no reason why your coach should start out at a, level 1 and be level 20 by the end of the season. No, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. Commissioner only, that really not matter. Injuries are on. Manual progression, XP 25%. I left it right there. Now, pre-order bonus. If, in fact, you pre-ordered the game, if you leave this on, your coach will automatically get 100 coaching points. And, yeah, that's kind of a big cheese, whatever. If you just want to beat up on the computer, that's fine. But some of us who actually love the game and want a good challenge to build our school, whether it be team builder and or a team that's actually in the game, hey, this is the best fit I feel for you. Play call cooldown is off. Now, the reason why I did that is because some people do like it on. That way, to me, excuse me, I feel like my playbook is being limited, right? Like, for instance, guys, I run the multiple playbook, okay? I do a lot of 5-man sets. I do a lot of play action. I do I formation, you know what I mean? I do the pistol. I do it all, okay? Now, when your plays are working, you don't want to be restricted not being able to call that play. Or at least I don't. I don't want to be restricted not being able to call that play for another 45 downs. I mean, some people like it, and that's fine. You can set these whichever way you like. Play call limit is off, okay? Same as this one here. Okay, I broke it down to 8-minute quarters because I was doing 10-minute quarters on the Sun Belt, which was just, come on, too much time. Okay, accelerated clock, I turned it on, and it's a 25-second minimum play clock, okay? Wear and tear is on. Now check out the sliders here. Normal, tackle, impact, 35. Catch, tackle, impact, 35. Hit stick, impact, 45. Cut stick, impact, 40. Defender, tackle, advantage, impact, 45. Sack, impact, 38. Block, impact, 35. Impact, block, impact, 40. Now, per play recovery, I put this all the way up to 80. And the reason being, guys, is because let's say you're tired in the game. Now, in real life, he'll go to the sideline, get some Gatorade, get some oxygen, and he's right back in there. This is to ensure your player won't take the whole quarter to catch his breath and come back. Per timeout recovery, I bumped it up to 85. Same reason as this one here. Between the quarters, recovery. Bumped it up to 85, right? So it's not as much or not as low as 80, but right about 85. Halftime recovery, I bump it up to 100 because, they go into halftime or whatever, get their treatment, they coming right back out ready to go. Week to week, 100%. He's ready to go after a week. There is no reason why he should be tired all week long. Come on, guys, unless he got some serious health injuries. Okay, now, in-game healing reserve, I lowered that to about 75. Okay, that's to kind of average out everything else, right? Okay, cool. Sound good to you? Sound good to me too. Don't you love it when two great minds think alike? I know I do. Okay, max transfers per team. I bumped it up to 30. In real life, the transfer portal be going crazy. Okay, user player chance to transfer. I lowered ours to 45, so it's not as much as the CPU. So we'll leave the CPUs as theirs. Full control experience, manual league advancement. Auto recruiting is off. I like to recruit my players. Auto progress players is on. You leave that on. And then user coach auto progression is off. I will handle my upgrades as far as what position I want my players, or should I say my coaching, to teach in certain positions. Okay, now let's go get our team. Okay, so even though this says import team builders, there are no team builders in here. Let me show you. No team builders in here. Okay, so what I did, guys, I went through, I already did my custom conferences. Okay, let's start from the first one. Okay, so American Conference, you see that there. ACC, you see that there. I'm going to pick JMU, so you see they're 75 overall, and they're in the ACC. I made some changes in the ACC. I added Cincinnati. I added Kentucky. I added Maryland. Added Vanderbilt. Okay? So this is my new conference, ACC. Here's the Big Ten. Notice I added Notre Dame in the Big Ten, right? Here's the Big 12. You see I added SMU to the Big 12 and Missouri. Conference USA. You see it there. I'm not going to go over every team. Independence. I got Army and Navy over there, and I left Syracuse over there in Independence. The MAC. You see that there? That includes UMass this year, right? The Mountain West. Got them there. I went and I added UTSA to the Mountain West instead of UTEP, even though UTEP is closer. Their overalls was a lot lower. I brought back the Pac-12. You see them there. Okay? There's the SEC. I added Clemson in the SEC along with Miami because I feel like, that's a better option. And Florida State. That's a better option for those schools with those higher overalls. So that way, arguably, the SEC is still the toughest conference to play against. The Sun Belt. You see them there. Okay, let's go pick our team. Let's grab JMU. And I'm going to create a head coach. Let me do that. All right, guys, now that I've signed my contract, you see they offered me a 5-year contract. My goal is to win 8 games. You see my alma mater is Army. Multiple offensive scheme is multiple offense. Defensive scheme is 4-3 multiple. And you see the previous record before I got there. Okay? And look at the top. You see I'm at a level 1, and I only get 10 upgrade points. Let's get those upgrade points now. All right, we're going to go to coaching abilities. Okay, so based on the previous examples, what I was doing with James Madison, so I can see, I need a defensive back boost. So let's go ahead and get that. Now, I only got 2 points left. I must wait until I get 6 other points so that I may get another upgrade. I did want to go down and show you my gameplay sliders. So you see right here, they're set at default. So what I did was I went through and I uploaded some. Okay, guys, you see these are MAT 10 sliders, okay? And they are comparable with the Operation Sports sliders that MAT 10 has on there. Let me show you if you did not know about them. Okay, guys, here are MAT 10 sliders. Here's user versus CPU. You can take a few moments and you can look at that. and I'll flip back and forth slightly to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, you see QB accuracy is 38. There it is on the Mat 10 sliders. You see pass blocking is 60. There you are, Mat 10 sliders. Okay, so you get the idea. So what I did was, guys, I went through and I kind of edited them so that I may make it just slightly more competitive, right? What I did was I left QB accuracy at 38. Pass blocking, I brought that down to 45. Okay. Wide receiver catching, I brought that down to 40. Run blocking, I brought that down to 45. Okay. And the reason why, guys, listen, I don't want to be running through them like every other play. I know this is a different conference, but trust me on this one, it's going to be real great when you see it. Okay. Ball security, I left at 48. Pass defense reaction time, I left at 40. Interceptions, I brought it down to 45. Pass coverage, I brought that to 48. Tackling, 48. Okay, now CPU skill. I left them the same. Well, here, let's bring him down to 45. And run blocking, 245. Okay, so here you go. 35 for CPU. Accuracy. Pass blocking, 45. Wide receiver catching. Let's bring you down to 40 with us. Pass blocking. Run blocking, 45. Ball security, 48. Pass defense, 48. Now, their interceptions, I dropped down to 35. If you don't know this, the CPU will pick you off every time. Pass coverage, I brought that down to 45, and tackling 45. Okay, field goal percentage, field goal power, I left it at 50. Let's drop it down. Accuracy, let's go 48. Punt power, let's drop it to 60, and then we'll leave accuracy at 55. Kickoff power, 55. Injuries drop down to 10 because you don't want you guys getting tweaked and injured every other play. Now, injuries still will happen, but not as frequent. Fatigue, I dropped that down to let's say 45%. Okay. Minimum player threshold speed, I left it at 50. And everything else I kind of left at 50 because I didn't want to tinkle and dinkle with it too much. Because like I said, I do want realistic play. Okay. Offsides. Do I want offsides? Let's go 55 on that. False start, 65. No, 55. Holding, left it at 50. Face mask, I dropped it down to 40. Guys, come on. Because we think it happens a lot too much. Defensive pass interference, I knocked that up to 65. That's just me. That's a preference for the computer. Because, hey, come on, man. They're all over you as is, right? Okay. Offensive pass interference is on. Kick catch interference is on. Illegal block in the back, I put that up to 55. Intentional grounding is on. Roughing the passer, 55. Okay, roughing the kicker is on. Running into the kicker on. And illegal contact is on. All right, guys, taking a look at our schedule. I went through and re-edited the schedule. So week 1 is a bye week. Week 2, I'll be playing at home against our cross-state rival, ODU. Then I'm going to Louisville. Then West Virginia is coming to town. And then North NC State is coming to town. Then I'm going down to Tallahassee to take on Florida State, those Seminoles down there. Then I'm coming home against the Tar Heels. The Tar Heels are coming here. And then I go on a 3-week road trip. I'm going to Pittsburgh to take on those Panthers from Pitt. Going to Atlanta to take on the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. Then I'm going to Charlottesville, Virginia to take on those Cavaliers out of Virginia. And then I have 2 out-of-conference games, which I don't like how they broke up my conference like this. I'm coming home to take on the Qs of Syracuse. And then I'm going over to Piscataway, New Jersey to take on those Rutgers team over there. Then I have a bye week and then the final and home game. The final home game and, of course, final game of the season, Senior Day, I'll be taking on Virginia Tech. Those Hokies are coming to town. Then we got a bye week, and then it's Army-Navy game, and then the ACC Championship. We hope to be in the fight for it. We'll see what happens. Remember, minimum of 8 wins. I think we can do it, but let's see what happens. Let me see the recruiting real quick. Now, being that we're in the ACC, right? Now, remember the way I set this up. I can only recruit what I need, and, of course, the only my star-rated players. The only exception is if I'm in that player's top 10. So let me see. I need a quarterback. I need three halfbacks, one fullback, one wide receiver, two tackles, four guards, one edge player, three D tackles, five outside linemen, two Mike linebackers, one cornerback, two free safeties, one strong safety. Okay, so here's under recommended. Let's look at. Let me see. The first star. Here's a 3-star halfback that's interested in coming. We're his number one choice. You see, he's from Hermione, Utah. So we'll look at him, and then there's a wide receiver. He's a 2-star out of New Jersey. And here's a 3-star wide receiver out of New Jersey. Here's a 3-star wide receiver out of New Jersey. Here's a 3-star running back out of New Jersey. A 1-star QB out of New Jersey. Here's a 3-star halfback out of Oklahoma. You get the picture. Now, check this out. Let's go to any state. Now, watch the ratings change. Okay, so I got a center now out of Kentucky. We're in his top 3. Okay, and he's a 3-star. Here's a 3-star safety out of New York. We're in his top 3. Here's a 3-star quarterback, Guidry. We're in his top 3, but you get the point. So I cannot recruit anywhere past that, okay? Because, number one, he is we're number 6 on his list. So we're even, well, I said top 10, didn't I? I did. Yeah, I guess I could recruit him. Okay. But you get the idea, guys. But do I need him? What I'll probably do is I'll probably recruit them and see what their overalls are and attributes or whatever and see if it can help my team. I will smartly recruit so that we can advance. So, our goal is to win the ACC or at least have an opportunity and play in the ACC championship game, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do some offline recruiting, guys, and then I'll come back here maybe in about an hour with a live stream, okay? All right, this is the revamp, the new James Madison Dynasty. We're in the ACC. Now, guys, this, in fact, is the end of the video. If you made it this far in the video, remember, you are the true GOAT, and that's GOAT. Remember, I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. It's Refside Gaming. I'm out. I'll holler at you next time. All right, peace out.